Welcome back, students. It is lecture number 5 of lesson number 4, that is carbon and its compounds. This chapter belongs to class 10th. Okay. In the previous lecture, we discussed alkanes that which are saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons. In this lecture, we are going to discuss alkenes. Alkenes which are unsaturated. If we look at the formula of alkene, it is CnH2n. The formula for alkene is CnH2n. When you find number of hydrogen atom are double than the number of carbon atoms, you immediately come to the conclusion that this belongs to the category which is called alkenes. For example, C2H4. Here the number of hydrogen atoms are double than the number of carbon atoms. Without going to the structural formula, you can immediately conclude that it is alkene. If the number of hydrogen atoms are 2 more than the double, 2 more than the double, they put 2 to the 4 plus 2 6. If the number of hydrogen atoms are 2 more than double of carbon atoms, you immediately can conclude that it is alkane. You immediately conclude that it is alkane. Now our chief concern is to discuss alkanes. You can put ene if there are double bonds between two carbon atoms. It requires two bonds, double bond between carbon atoms. Therefore, the first member of this cannot be methane because it contains only one carbon. If one carbon atom is there, then how can it make two bonds with the other carbon atom if there is only one carbon? Therefore, the first member of alkene family is ethene. Here we add ene. If we write the formula for ethene with the help of this formula, it means number of carbon atoms 2. C2 2 into 2 means C2H4. This is the molecular formula for ethene for the first member of the alkene family. If you write the structural formula, you will write like this. Because it is alkene, then it will definitely have two bonds between two carbon atoms. Now it is bonded with it has shared two electrons. It can share two more electrons that are shared with hydrogen. Okay, in a similar way, it is bonded with it has already shared two electrons with this carbon. It can share two more electrons with the two hydrogen atoms. This is the what we call structural formula of ethene. Okay, which is the first member of the alkene family? That is ethene, because it require other carbon atoms, only then it can make double bonds with other carbon atoms. If it is one carbon, then how can it make a double bond? Therefore, the first member is ethene. Now, now we are going to discuss the electron dot structure of ethene. Stuck to this structural formula. First of all, two carbon atoms. There are two bonds, means two electrons. Two electrons of this carbon are shared with two electrons of this carbon. How many electrons are left with this carbon? Two. And with this, again, two electrons are there. Four electrons with this electron, so with this carbon, and 4 with this. Okay. Now attach hydrogen atoms. One hydrogen atom is here, other is here. One is here, and other is here. Now look at the number of carbon atoms with each, number of electrons with each carbon. 4 plus 2 plus 2. 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8. And number of electrons with this carbon, 4 plus 2 plus 2 means 8. How many electrons are shared? How many pairs of electrons are shared? Two pairs. Therefore, the double bond is there between the two carbon atoms. Then hydrogen, 2 with this, 2 with this, 2 with this, and 2 with this. This is the electron dot structure of ethene. You can write the electron dot structure as well as the formula of any of the alkene with the help of this general formula, that is CnH2n. Okay. Now let us discuss some uh, some other compounds of the carbon which belong to alkene family, and we also try to learn their naming. For example, I have written 5 carbon atoms and I represented a double bond over here. When you see the double bond, you immediately come to the conclusion that it is alkene. When you see double bond, then you can immediately conclude that it is alkene, not alkane. If the single bond is there, all single bonds are there, then it is alkane. Now complete their number of hydrogen atoms. 1, it is bonded with 1, therefore it can bond with 3 other hydrogen atoms. It is already bonded with 2, it can combine with 2 hydrogen atoms. It is again with 2. Now here come to this 1, 2, 3. Only one hydrogen atom will be there. Then when you come to this, two bonds are already there. It can combine with this. This is the structural formula. You can write it like this also. Double bond, hydrogen, 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 single hydrogen, then double hydrogen. Okay. This is the formula for, we can say, pentene, or you can, if you use Arabic name, then start numbering from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write its name like this also, pent 1 E. Pent 1 E means double bond is at position number 1. You can write this or like this also. You have to do the numbering first of all. Okay. If I am writing a formula for you, you are to name this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here double bond are there. Then complete the number of hydrogen atoms. 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, just 1, 2, 1, 3, just 1, then here 3. What is the name of this? First of all, count the number of carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, it is hex. It is hex. Okay, it is hex. Now start numbering from where it is, the double bond comes nearer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the double bond is at position 2, hex 2 E. Or simply we can say it is hexene. Got it? This is the way with which you can write the formula of any of the alkene. In the next lecture we will discuss the alkynes.